We're back with one of Hawaii's favorite comedian, actor, and entertainer, and also the founder of Speak the Dream Foundation, Augie. So, Augie, could you tell us about Speak the Dream Foundation?
Well, I didn't do well in school, and I realize, now that I'm 39, how important education is. And, I don't want to blame the system or anything like that, but I think when I was growing up, if you're not motivated or you're not ambitious to want to go to college, I don't think you make it a point to go, okay, where I gotta go, and there's a lot of kids like me, that grew up in the same kind of situation like me, and I think, there's a lot of smart kids that don't get the opportunity, so I created this Speak the Dream Foundation and helping underprivileged kids get a chance, if you're making 3.0, you're doing well in school, you're doing great things in your community, your parents make X amount of money, I want to give it away, and, I cannot do a run. I hate doing runs. I can't do a telethon. I thought I might as well make do with the blessings that God given me and, comedy and, raise money that way and give it away. I grew up poor, I'm very happy with my life. I don't live extravagant. I live in a modest, small home in Ever Beach overlooking Habush. So, I believe in giving back, and I also believe that, when you give back, great things, comes back to you. So, I'm not the richest person, but I try to give back, and this was a way of, I'm thinking, I might be attracting a certain kind of student, that might have been ambitious like me, but don't know how to get money. And I thought, hey, this is a great way to help out, because a lot of the kids, you learn from your parents. And if your parents are not, motivated, to go help you find college scholarships, I put out something every year, a comedy show, and, you come to the show and go, hey, I qualify. I should go to Augie's website, and it's simple. It's nothing hard. You write me an essay, make me cry, and shoot, maybe get some money. For school. Because I get people that call up that need cash. Honestly, they call me up and go, I take package number 3. What? I'm not giving away cash. I want your kid to go to school. Holy smoke. Yeah, I take package number 2. I'm having a hard time, man. All right. We all having a hard time. Come on.
So what developed this want to give back, though?
I grew up dyslexic, and I had a difficult time in school. The cool thing, I had teachers that keyed in on some of the things that I did well, like speech. I love getting in front of an audience and performing. And when I was in the ninth grade, I was flunking English, and my teacher said, if you want to pass, you have to get in front of the audience and do the speech contest. And only the nerds do speech contests. So she said she would help me, and I did Rap Riplinger's room service because I could mimic rap real well. So I learned how to do room service. Can I help you? Oh, this is Mr. Fogarty, room 1225, using good English. And then I could go back to doing pidgin, and I thought that was a cool thing to do, right? So I remember sitting in the ninth grade behind the curtains at my assembly for the speech contest, and the curtain's opening up, and all my housing friends, all my somewhere friends was like, get off the stage, Augie, go get busted, because they knew I did pranks. Get off the stage! And I'm like, dude, I'm in a contest. Get off the stage! And they would announce my name, and it's something that happens when they see somebody from your neighborhood, or even when somebody from Hawaii does well, an underdog does well. And I had like the biggest cheer in school, and it motivated me to it motivated me to want to, do things in front of an audience. I took jazz in high school. I wanted to, go into drama in college, but because, uncertainties, in my personal life, that never happened. And I thought about going to college, and I wish I did now. But I thought about my circumstances, and I knew my mom and dad had no idea on how to help me get there. So I go, So I was sitting around with my wife one day who, went to college, and, it's like, why don't you start a foundation and help kids like you that have, some hidden talents, and light a fire, and they'll call it, to want to aspire to do great things. And, the Speak the Dream Foundation eventually evolve. I want to start like at a 9th grade level and pick like 5 kids, and I do shows for these 5 kids until they graduate. That's my whole goal. And if, you do well, senior year, I give you all the money that we raise in your community. And that way, when I go back to your community to do the school, to raise money for you, the whole community will feel like they're keeping you accountable so that you do well yearly. That's eventually how I want the foundation to become, something to keep the kids accountable and at the same time raise money and, change our communities one by one. That's the long-term goal, But how I started it was, because, my wife said, there's a lot of kids probably like you, and, you should find a way to give back, so...
Okay. Thanks, Augie, for joining us today.
Thank you, Miss Murakami, my 9th grade teacher. You're the best. She's really old right now. I don't know. She can't hear anymore. Somebody. All right.
Okay. Well, thank you, Augie, for joining us today on Greater Good Radio.
Is that it? Oh, man.
For information or a transcript of today's show, please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com.
I'm going to greatergood.com. I'm going to get a transcript and send it to Miss Murakami, because I know that she probably missed it, because she's really old. And I don't know.
Thanks for joining us today on Greater Good Radio. For more information or a transcript of today's show, please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com. This is your host, Evan Leong and Carrie Leong, saying please join us next time for another episode of Greater Good Radio, Hawaii.